with Mike. We are talking all things precious metals this afternoon. If you are on gold, if you are on silver, come in and say hi. And hopefully with the Wessex Mint, we can learn a little bit about securing our financial futures for 2026 and beyond. So if you're joining me today on the website, you are in good company. This is a new extended session. We're going to be running from midday today. There's no time period on this, so we will keep going for as long as questions are being answered. I've actually set the chat up. That should be appearing in your corner there as well. So please do come and say hi if you're new to this. Just type in new. It'd be great to hear from you wherever you are in the world. If you're joining us on Twitter, which is now X, I believe, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, the usual rose gallery of social media, then please do come and say hello. I've got all the chats on here. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up. Let us know what you're doing today and, more importantly, what your plans are for 2026 in terms of your portfolio and your investments, and really how we can be a part of that. So grab a cup of tea. This session is really interactive, really learning about the differences between gold, between silver, why holding both in your portfolio is going to make a massive difference to your mindset more than anything else, because it can be a little bit of a minefield out there. So with the Wessex Mint, we've tried to take all that jargon, all those slogans, make it really, really simple for you to put your hard-earned cash into something that's going to sit totally outside those traditional financial institutions. Because if you're someone like me, you read the news and you're in touch with the world, you probably know things aren't necessarily going in the way that they used to. And perhaps actually, if you do have those financial assets at the moment in banks, in those organizations, then maybe something doesn't feel right. Maybe they're not performing in the way they used to, or maybe just want something tangible you can hold in your hand each month. And with the Wessex Mint, we really do that. So a little bit about myself. Like I said, for you, if you've just joined, thank you. My name is Mike. I'll be guiding you through this very exciting and very sort of, it can be such a murky world sometimes when it comes to, everyone hears the word financial. And if you're anything like me, you just tune off. Well, this is the opposite of that. I want you to tune in. I want you to get involved. I want you to come and say hello. Tell me what you're doing. Maybe you already invest in gold. Maybe you already invest in silver. Maybe you're new to this. Just come and put new. Just come and say hello. It'd be great to hear from you today. And obviously, if you do have any questions, that chat is going to be absolutely vital. There are no silly questions here. This is a fully safe space. We've had lots of things recently. We've been doing these sessions most days this week, and they've been so productive. I've seen loads of people make really great decisions that have formed long-term habits, and that's why we do it. That's why I'm here, and that's really why I look at precious metals, because I love having something that has transcended governments, that has stood the test of time. Gold and silver have shaped history. Think about that for a second. They have built wealth, and they've secured so many financial futures for so many people as well. If you are reading the news a lot, if you are looking at maybe diversifying your portfolio in 2026 and beyond, you could do no worse than coming on to the Wessex Mint and speaking to Mike this afternoon. Please do come and say hello. Let me know what you're doing. I've got a little poll on there as well. Who's Team Gold? Who's Team Silver? I'd love to find out exactly where you all sit on that, so we can maybe tailor this session a little bit more towards those, because gold and silver do behave differently in the marketplace, and we have seen that really in the last 12 months, and why it's important maybe to invest in silver at the start if that's more accessible to you, or perhaps you're looking to really anchor your finances with gold, or even a combination of the two. We had a lovely guy on earlier in the week who was talking about moving into gold from silver, and he actually made a purchase of each one. In the end, they seen it as his best way to make sure he was making those really great, really secure, really calm financial habits. So the Wessex Mint, we are a great resource for education, and we're also one of the easiest places for you to get your money into gold and silver. Now, why is that? Because we offer that full subscription service. We take all of that decision making, all of that hassle out of the equation for you every single month. You are going to be getting a beautifully secure and insured delivery of gold or silver bars direct to your door, to your address, No one from the outside is going to know what's inside. That is fully secure in discreet packaging, so you can be there really enjoying these, and you're going to be so excited. We're going to have a look at them a little bit closely in person in a little bit, but I just wanted to give you an idea that if you are on the website today, you haven't stumbled here by accident, you are looking to come and find out more information, and a great way you can do that is by clicking the Wessex Mint Academy. There we have a full resource of really informative videos. Now they are going to answer some of those key questions that you may have if you don't want to ask them today, but please, I do encourage you just to come and say hello, just to introduce yourself. It'd be fantastic to come and say hello. I know that everyone's watching from different locations as well. So just to reiterate, if you are watching from Facebook, if you are watching from X, if you are on the Instagram or YouTube, or maybe you're on the Wessex Mint website, good afternoon to you, or good morning, depending on what country. And we've had loads of people from the States, from Canada, come in this week and say hello. It's been great to see our cousins from over the pond really getting involved in this, because everyone is different. Everyone's coming at this from different areas, but we've all got that shared goal that we all do believe that having those tangible assets that we can hold physically in our hand is going to make all the difference. More so to my mindset and to my well-being. I love having actual items. Here we go. Let's introduce some gold into this for you, because they do look fantastic. That is two. And if you've never seen gold up close before, actual real gold bars, how cool do they look? These are a brand new design as well. So we've actually got the maple leaf on here. So that was a really nice segue for my guys in Canada. Now, you don't have to be from Canada to get your hands on this. You can be from anywhere in the world. Maybe you just like pancakes. Maybe you just love that maple syrup. If you're anything like me in the mornings, what a great way to start the day. But what a better way to start the day is to receive these through the door every single month. They are 1/200th ounce gold bars. Now that's the most investment easy way to get into gold. You can have those two every month. Oh, just had a question block up. First one of the day. Hello, Mike. Hi, good afternoon. Interested in the gold subscription? How does it work? Never done it before. Pete. Hi, Pete. Welcome to the show. Great to have you on. It'd be really cool to know where you're coming from, mate. If you could let me know, it'd be fantastic. If it's from the UK, good afternoon to you. So, interested in gold subscription. How does it work? It is so simple. And actually, I think it's a really good point. We tend to see gold, we tend to see silver, precious metals. These are big words that carry, big financial things in our mind. But it's as simple as clicking on gold or silver today, picking your design. And there's a beautiful array of designs on there. And these are unique to the Wessex Mint. There's our stamp on this gold to show it's from us. Then once you've chosen your design, here's the exciting bit. You can have 2, 4, or 8 gold bars. Get that right. 2, 4, or 8 gold bars delivered to your door every single month. Now that means you haven't taken all the emotion out of it. So there's no decision-making process. You make that at the start, and then you can forget about that. And that keeps going, that wealth keeps accumulating. And what we love about gold is it's such a great insurance piece for you, because that's gonna really provide that stability. Gold you cannot recreate, it does not erode. We all know for years and years and years, it's absolutely built wealth, and it's really stood the test of time. And as I said at the start, it's actually shaped history, and you can have a piece of that in your hand every single month. So 2, 4, or 8 gold bars. Let me just show you what 8 gold bars look like. I've got Britannia here. So if you're from the UK, Pete, you'll be very familiar with Britannia. She's long been our symbol of fortitude in the UK, and that's really transitioned then into gold, because gold is fortitude. Gold is that lovely protection against inflation, and you're going to get 8 of those every single month come to the door. Look at that. Don't they look fantastic? And you can hold those in your hand. You can put them in your safes at home, keep them, teach the children, teach the grandchildren, preserve your wealth for generations to come. And that's a really good point on there as well. And something I need you all to remember to why we're actually doing this today. And that's because we really are keen to sit outside these financial things. So yeah, thanks, Pete. That's stunning. I love that. I love that the fact that you do believe it is stunning. Not only does it look great, it is something so nice to have in my hand. I'm old school. I just love the fact that every single month my investment is going to come to me. I haven't got to go chase it. I haven't got to go down to the bank. I haven't got to remember passwords, log on to a digital currency. Maybe I've downloaded the app. Maybe I've forgotten where it is on my phone. I am like that. I love the fact all the hard work is done for me, and I can sit back and I can relax and I can enjoy watching my wealth accumulate. Now, Pete mentioned a really good point about gold, and we will talk more about gold and its importance, and maybe more importantly, why it's more relevant to you to start off. But what I do love about gold, oh, I'm going to get interrupted. Put a pin in that. What I love about gold, comma. Hi, Mike. What makes your coins so special compared to other mints? I love the idea of tangible investment. Thank you very much. Whoever said that, please put your name. It's great to address you. Obviously, you don't have to. Like to keep it privacy. So what make them so special? Well, do you know what? What makes it so special for me is the fact, as we were saying earlier, you don't have to do anything. This is real investment gold. So in terms of its intrinsic value, it's absolutely the same as all other gold products out there. So it is going to follow that. It's investment gold. It's 0.999% pure. So just get that into your heads there. It's exactly the same. We've got some really great designs. And if that's important to you as well, because I think it's really nice to actually have something you can hold and look at. I mentioned it before, I was massively into the trading card games as a child, in particular the Pokemon trading cards. I absolutely loved them growing up. I love their designs. I had no idea in the future potentially they were going to be worth more money. I'm probably sat on an absolute gold mine. But what I didn't know, and what I do know about gold, is this is a real tangible investment, and you can have it on there with those lovely designs, and you can collect and you can teach them. What makes us so special though, so thank you for the person that asked that question, is really the fact that you have a price lock promise on gold and silver and all precious metals today. So if you're like Pete and you're thinking about getting into gold, or you're like our other lovely question person there, remember the price you pay today is going to be exactly what you pay for gold in the next 6 months, regardless of the market price. And that is absolutely crucial when you're making your financial plans today and forging those long-term habits. If you've looked at gold pricing in the last 12 months, you'll know exactly what's happened to it there, and you won't need me to remind you. But if you bought gold 12 months ago, you'd have made a really, really smart decision. Now we have a saying, which is, when is the best time to plant a tree? Well, the answer is actually 20 years ago, but the next best time to plant that tree is today with the Wessex Mint, and do invest in those gold subscriptions every single month. And you can actually do that here. I've pinned the items, and if you can see them on the side here, we've got gold and silver. So click on whichever one's going to apply to you today. We'll talk about silver a little bit in a minute. We'll come back to that price lock promise, because that's so important and so crucial to making sure you're not just making these decisions, but then they're actually being backed up by real promises as well. So what kind of designs have you had? Thank you. So what kind of designs do you have? Well, great. We've got everything. We've got the eagle, which is here, which is absolutely lovely. We've got the panda. We've got some brilliant Britannia coins as well in here. So that's absolutely fantastic. Look at that. That's absolutely great. I love that Britannia. I love this one on here as well. And we've got George and the dragon. So we've got some wonderful designs on here. Look at that maple leaf as well. That's been so popular. We know you guys have loved that. Have been absolutely fantastic. So I absolutely love that. And we've got all these great options you can have a look at. For me, it's just about making sure whatever design you do go for, make sure it's right for you. Because at the end of the day, you've got to have this in your hand each month. You've got to keep looking at it, and you're absolutely going to love how great that is. Now, going forward, what I'd like everyone to remember is when they are making these investments, you've got that price lock promise. That is going to be there for you. That's 6 months on gold, 12 months on silver. Should we talk quickly about silver? Because silver is a really great way to access the Wessex Mint. And actually, for me, it's something where I can really think about going through and getting my mind sort of casting over what's going to be long-term planning for me. So what I mean by that is gold has been your real anchor. And what I love about silver is the fact it has real-world applications. What do I mean by that? Well, silver is used in so many bits of technology. So for example, if you are looking to make the investment, I always like to think you can never predict about what's going to happen in the future, but it's always great to make those financial decisions with a little bit of insight in mind as well. So having a look on the designs and into silver in particular, we have lots and lots of applications for silver, but sit outside of this. So in healthcare, in ventilations in particular, those are really big industries that take lots and lots of silver off of the market. We've also got it in construction. We've also got it in very, very high-end industry and pharmaceuticals as well. You've only got to check one of the AI bots or have a look on the websites to have a look where silver's used. Now, I'm using more and more technology, certainly solar power, certainly electric vehicles. For me, I know that silver is a massive part to play in those. And also, through my own research and what I'm sort of educating you guys on today, silver also has been really, really great because it is now something where you can actually long term go and have a look at when silver is used in different applications like that. So if we know that silver is very hard then to retract from there, it provides us a real scarcity, which is going to be so, so great going forward. To me, I love the fact that I know that silver has that really supply and demand link. So I don't need to be a financial economist to know that there's going to be a real demand for future silver if we continue to invest heavily in this technological advances. So if you also believe that that's the case, then you can certainly go and have a look at silver and have a look where that can be really applied to it. And if that's the decision you've made today, that you think we're going to use more technology, you also think that that means we're going to use more silver, wouldn't it be a great idea to really boost your portfolio with some silver? And you can do that today on the Wessex Mint by clicking those ones on there and as well, having a little look, having a little play around with gold and silver, what works to your monthly budget, because there's so many ways we can do that going forward. So what I want to really just clarify to you is now you've got your gold, now you've got your silver, you've popped in your basket, you've checked out. You've got that wonderful commitment to us, and we've got that commitment to you that we're going to keep that price for you the same time as well. So can you talk us through from buying from the Wessex Mint works for someone new? This is my first purchase into this type of investment, so I'm a little clueless. What a great, great question. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yes, what a great, 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 great way of doing it. So yeah, Wessex Mint really does work on simplicity and clarity, but it can still be a little bit scary and it can be a little bit new when you're doing this. So what you first need to do is decide, am I team silver? Am I team gold? I'd love to see where we are on the poll on that as well. It'd be absolutely great to have a look at that, because let me just, I'm going to pin the gold and silver for you to make it really easy. So I'm really hoping that they're going to be up there now, gold, silver, and you can be able to pin on those as well. So let me know if they're up there. It'd be great to see them. So importantly, once you've decided if you're team gold or team silver you're going to go into today, what you're going to click then is buy gold and buy silver. Now you should then land on a page where it's going to, in your retrospective choice of gold and silver, you're going to have a list of designs to pick from. In gold at the moment, I believe we've just got the one design, gold being a very popular choice at the moment. And in silver, we've got definitely a plethora of designs, some of which we've looked at very, very briefly today. And we'll go into more detail about those shortly. So once you've got those in your basket, then you want to decide if you're going to have 2, 4, or 8 gold come through each month. And there's no real difference apart from the saving you're going to get. 2 represents the entry level into gold, 4 you're going to get 5%, and then 10% comes with 8. So you can have such a great financial relationship with those before as well. So yeah, I'm 100% team gold. Love that. It's great to have someone team gold on there. I started off in gold. I understand it. To me, it really does work so well, and I was so pleased to have those lovely gold bars. However, I've now definitely transitioned into team silver too. So I've got a combination of both of those in my basket. And I love the fact that every single month I'm going to be getting a combination of gold and silver directly delivered to my door. So I can really look at both of those and decide, oh, I'm team gold, team silver this month. And they both behave very differently. Gold is definitely that anchor. That's that insurance. Silver has that long-term growth potential through investment, through obviously the fact that we are using more technology. And if you can really get your mind around that, and it makes so much sense when we talk through it today, which is Are we going to see more gold, or are we going to see more silver going forward? What a great way to have a look at that today. So once you've decided if you're going for 2, 4 or 8 gold, then on silver you need to decide, are you going to be able to get 24, 48, or to represent the best value there, which is 96 gold silver bars coming to your door each month, which I absolutely love. Now I'm actually just on the website at the moment myself as well, which is quite strange because I can see me on here. So I'm just having a little look through it as well. So how easy is it today? So you can click on the bottom. I'm actually doing this from a mobile inside the laptop. So you can click start saving today. You pick your design. On silver, we've got Britannia, we've got George of the Dragon, George and the Dragon, which is a great one. We've got the Eagle, we've got Liberty, we've got Flamingo. One of my favorites is Flamingo. I've got it here for you. See that? Looks fantastic. I love that Flamingo. And that's 48 1-gram silver bars on there, which doesn't that look great? You've got also the Victoria Philharmonic Orchestra, the Kangaroo, the Maple Leaf, and the Panda as well. Now, once you're going to do those gold silver bars, you can pick between 24, 48 or 96. And if you go for 48, that's the middle option, you're going to be saving 15%. But if you go for 96 silver 1-gram bars delivered each month, let me just get my head around that. 96, so that's nearly 100 pieces of silver, 1-gram silver delivered to your door every single month. You are going to be saving a massive 30% on that. And I had to double check that as well, 30%. So 15 on the middle, on a top option of 96, you're going to be saving 30% each month. And you've got that price lock promise on there as well. So silly question, but the gold is authenticated, or does it come with a certificate? Yes, so this is authenticated gold. This is definitely going to be, you can see on the back here, we've got all been stamped, and this is 999.9, which is its metal fairness purity percentage. So yes, absolutely, so good to have that one on there as well. And it's exactly the same for the silver as well. This is investment grade fine silver, and you've got all the relevant certificates and certifications which come with that as well. So yeah, definitely not a silly question. Thank you for popping that one in there as well, which is great. Now you've done all that, which is fantastic. Really, really love all of those options for you on the silver. Then you're going to pick which one you want, which is even better. And what I'd love you to do then is let me know once you pick that. I've seen quite a lot of stuff go into the baskets. I don't get to see you guys if you check it out or not, so I just get to see it come in the baskets, it disappear, it jump back in again. So let me know which you've gone for. I'd be able to lovely personally thank you, which would be fine. Get everyone talking about this because it's so important to really do have those options on there for gold and silver. So once you've done that, then you're going to just wait, and you're going to get it delivered very, very quickly to your house, where you can start saving every single month. And you're in complete control of this. So you can pause the deliveries, you can cancel, you can increase, you can decrease at any single time. You are in complete control. And to reiterate, those are delivered to your door securely and insured every single month. And if you go for gold, you're going to be paying the same price for the next 6 months. And if you go for silver, it's the next 12 months. And doesn't that just generate such fantastic confidence knowing that you're going to be paying the same price? Whenever I try to work out my financial situation going forward, I always try to plan months in advance. I think it's the best way to do it. I look at my incomings, I look at my outgoings, I look at what money free and available I have to put into investments, because long term, I know that's how it's going to build that really great wealth for me, so I can actually start doing some of the things with my money. Recently, I've been looking at the cash options, the cryptocurrencies, and these are all absolutely fantastic ways to get your money into things. However, they are complicated. I have to remember passwords. I have to download apps. I have to monitor it continually. What I love about precious metals and what I love about the Wessex Mint is we take all of that hassle out of it. Let me just reiterate how important that can be, because our biggest investment we can do in our lives is time. Think about that for a second. How much time are you devoting to other investments and what they yield? And is that worth actually your time and money? With the Wessex Mint, your time and money is literally coming on, saying hello to me today, choosing gold, choosing silver, and waiting for those deliveries every single month. And that's it. Forget about the rest. You've got that buyback guarantee. We'll talk about that in a little bit more detail, because that's a really great option. And then you've got that price lock promise at the start, which means today, if you buy gold, 6 months at the same price for you every single month and beyond. And then silver, that's 12 months. And if you go for those, I didn't realize just what the saving is on that. It's 30% on 96 silver 1 gram bars delivered to your door every month. Imagine how fantastic you're going to feel when you get those every single month. And imagine how much fantastic you're going to feel knowing you're paying the same price, knowing you've got the price lock promise, knowing that they're insured and guaranteed to your door. And best of all, you are in control. This is a calm and safe decision-making process. You can increase that number. You can decrease that number. You can look at maybe pausing it should your financial situation change, and you can cancel at any time. We want to make sure this is a complete transparent, because that's what we love about precious metals. They are simple, they do work, and that's what we need the Wessex Mint to replicate as well. So check our reviews. We've got thousands and thousands on Trustpilot. They're all fantastic. Some really nice ones on there as well. It will give you that really confidence that we certainly know what we're doing. We have a wealth of experience as well. Like I said, my name's Mike. I really thank you, obviously, for joining. If you've just tuned in, we talked a little bit about the Wessex Mint, the Wessex Mint Academy, where you can learn lots of information. You'll find all of my videos on there as well, with some really great, super short, like little short cutouts. So if you need to pop back and remember something I said, you can check that out on the Wessex Mint. That'd be fantastic. But also, what I love more than anything else about the Wessex Mint Academy is I learn something every time I go on there. So if you're like me, a bit of someone that really enjoys learning more and more things, then it's great. Pete here again, mate. What does the buyback guarantee mean? Sounds really safe investment. Yeah, so your buyback guarantee really is going to be something where you can actually look to then we can purchase that back for you at the end. So it's that promise that you are going to be making sure we buy it back at the same price. So have a look online for all the details of the buyback guarantee, because it's a really important part of the strategy here, because we want to make sure this is transparent and this is safe and it is fair and it is something we can just make sure everyone is able to access. So if you are looking today to make that investment, please do look onto the website, get all the information on there as well. Ask as many questions as you want on there. I'm going to be going through this now, certainly for the next 20 minutes, just to make sure everyone has got all those questions and things answered. It'd be wonderful to hear if you've made a purchase this afternoon. Let me know if you've gone for gold. Let me know if you've gone for silver. Let me even know what design you've gone for as well. I'd be really keen to find out which designs are popular. I love the ones here at the Wessex Mint. They're so great and they're completely unique to us as well. Really good talking points if you're trying to maybe, I don't know, speak to your family about this kind of stuff. If this is an educational piece, I hear lots of people invest for their children or their grandchildren, and this is a great way to do it. Something you can give them, something they can accumulate, something they can collect as well. I think as human beings, we all love to collect things. We all love to have those brilliant collections at home. Well, you can do that every single time. So do have a look on the website at those great designs. Do decide if you are going to be going for gold or silver today. Have a look at those ones on there, and then do have a look at the chat and let me have a look and see what you guys are all talking about this afternoon. If you've joined us from any of the other platforms as well, welcome. I know we're going live here on YouTube. I know we're going on X. I know we're going on Instagram and of course Facebook. So we've got all of the usual suspects as well as on the website. It's been absolutely busy. We've had loads of stuff go into baskets as well. So really, really pleased that everyone's done that. And loads of likes as well. It's so nice to just have people come and like it. For me, it's great. And it really does give me the motivation then to do more of these videos and guide everyone through it. We're aiming to go live every single day on the Wessex Mint in the future. So if you need to know more information, like I said, this isn't the pressure sale environment. If you want to take your time, come back, maybe check in with us again next week. But I do encourage you, because sometimes making no decision is the worst thing you can do. We always say with precious metals, it's not about timing of the market, it's time within the market. And I've been using that wonderful Chinese proverb of when was the best time to plant a tree? Well, obviously 20 years ago would have been ideal, but the next best time to do it is today. And if you apply that same principle, have a look at the price of gold 20 years ago, have a look at the price of silver. Nothing you can do about it now, so don't worry about it. What you can do though is make financial decisions today, and those are going to really impact your future as well, which I absolutely love. So great to hear from you all. Great that you've all come and said hello, and absolutely wonderful that we're building a bit of a community here at the Wessex Mint. I'm going to be talking you now through gold and silver particularly, and why one is potentially more accessible to you, or maybe you're looking to put both in your portfolio. I'd really love to hear about people that are choosing to actually invest in both, because I've just made the move from gold and silver into its joint portfolio, and it's really working for me. I love the fact that gold's that lovely anchor that really accumulates and builds wealth, and as I'm learning more about silver, I'm finding that precious metal is more accessible. I'm getting loads and loads and loads of that for my money, and just visually it's so nice to have that 48-gram silver bar collection come through each single month. Look at that in there, absolutely wonderful. And get it right in there, just got to look at that. I just think what a great thing to have come through the post every month. I get so much rubbish through my door, so many bills, so much rubbish. Lovely to have something I can actually hold, something so tangible in there as well, which is like, ready? Ta-da! There it is. So yeah, it's something I really enjoy collecting more than anything else. Yes, it has long-term implications in terms of its financial, but for me, it's just nice to have that available every single time, and I can really look to do more and more and more with my money as we go into 2026 and beyond. Because gold and silver, they've really shaped history, and that's absolutely key to remember. They have built wealth and they have stood the test of time. You are joining us at the Wessex Mint. We are a wealth of information. You can absolutely depend on us to give you most up-to-date information, what we think's going on in the world, or perhaps you've used your own research, or maybe you're very new to this. What a great place to start. I know someone early on this week was having a talk with me about a few bits they were looking at. And again, it's all this unsure and uncertainty. We've tried to make that as easy as possible for you to navigate, because we really want you to make these long-term financial decisions that are going to be so, so important for you in 2026. Now, gold in particular has been a great one to choose over the years. I absolutely love how great it is. So we've got the best way of looking at gold really is, and I hate saying this, but it's a really good way to get your mind into it. Gold is really not about excitement. Yes, I know it looks fantastic. Yes, I know it's on jewelry. We're seeing it on accessories, watches, and they are all amazing. But actually the way it performs as a metal is very, very dull. And that's what makes it so exciting. It's that having that lovely security, which you're just not going to get from other investments. And I really, really enjoy knowing that that's my anchor, that's my starting point, that's my real ground holding of gold. And that's going to accumulate every single month with the Wessex Mint. So if gold is something you're looking at, do get that one in your basket, because it's so important to have that. Really, when we think about gold, it's the foundation, it's the anchor, it's held by banks and governments and institutions around the world. But gold is really scarce, it's really durable, it does not corrode, and you cannot make it as well. And it's not tied to a single currency. And without getting too in depth on what I mean by that, it is something that is going to sit outside of those financial organizations. So how do gold in real life? Well, most people don't put gold into anything. They really just hold it for long-term value. What I mean by that is it's going to be that lovely insurance piece. It's a really hedge against inflation, and it's tangible. You can pass it on, and it sits outside those information. So if you're just exploring or even understanding gold, then knowledge is going to be its absolute key to this, because that's the asset in itself. And that's what you need to remember. You're actually physically going to get those lovely gold bars through the post every single month. I love how they sit in my hand. I love how they shine under the light. Don't they just look fantastic? Now we can transition from gold into silver. Why is silver great? Well, silver is interesting because it plays two roles. Yes, it is a precious metal, but also heavily involved in industry. And that gives us a really exciting dynamic, which I'm going to talk to you about as well. So silver is used in solar panels, it's used in electronics, it's used in medical equipment, and particularly in the healthcare sector, and it's used in electric vehicles. Now, the industrial demand has skyrocketed, meaning that silver really doesn't just sit in vaults, it's becoming used and consumed daily. Now, silver is also very hard then to abstract from those institutions and also those pieces of technology we've used. So if you imagine, that's where it really comes into help. 5 years ago, silver was around about $25 per ounce. And that's roughly about 18 or 19 pounds in the UK. Now, silver today is trading at $90 per ounce, which is about 56 to 55, depending on exchange rates. What an incredible investment over a short amount of time. And I'm no way insinuating that is going to necessarily be the case in the future. But you think about the technological advances in the last 5 years, and it's not a mad jump then to see that silver potentially could have the same increases or beyond if we are going to be using more and more technology in the future. And I don't know about you, but I'm certainly using more technology than I was 5 years ago. Now, the decision I have to make in my mind is, do I think I'll be using even more technology in the next 5 years ago? Do I think my car is going to become electric? Do I think I'm going to have more solar panels on the house? Do I think I'm going to be using more solar equipped healthcare, AI, all these digital assets? Are they going to be increasing in technological world in the next 5 years? If they are, then silver is going to be a fantastic place to start. And you can really, really do that today by investing in silver in the Wessex Mint. So have a look at that as well. So if you're watching this and thinking, I didn't realize that, well, actually, you're not alone. And that's why these conversations matter. So please do check out silver. It's also the most accessible way of doing it. You're going to get 24 of these beautiful silver 1 gram bars through the door each month if you go for that. And perhaps then you maybe want to increase that then to 48 1 gram silver bars. This is the beautiful eagle design. Let me just show you on the back there. How fantastic is that? And that's going to be coming through your door every single month. That represents a 15% saving on the 24. But maybe you're looking to really increase that. Maybe you're thinking, I want to get the maximum amount for my money. Well, here is what 2 lots of 48 look like. It is 96 silver 1 gram bars through your door every single month with the Wessex Mint on that lovely subscription service, knowing that price lock promise is going to be there for the next 12 months on silver. Just get your head around that. Get how amazing that's going to be. The next 12 months, silver is going to be so available to you exactly the same price. And I really, really enjoy loving that as well. We've just had a load more items pop into the cart. Fantastic, guys. Thank you so much. It's been so nice to see this ticking away. Obviously, I can't see what you're getting, what you're choosing today, so do let me know if you've gone for silver, if you've gone for gold. It really does give me the motivation to keep doing these, knowing that I'm helping you. If I can do anything I can more to do that, I'm learning as well, so any feedback would be absolutely wonderful. I'm going to just quickly take you on a little tour of back around to gold and why that's so important, and then what we'll do is we'll finish off with any final questions, and let's see if we can get these purchases made before 1 o'clock today, and let's go start the adventure today together with the Wessex Mint. Go and have a look at the Academy. Go and have a look at some of the videos we popped on there already. There's some great ones that are going to answer some really key questions if you haven't had a chance to do that already. Or perhaps you're just someone that's sort of sitting there by accident having a look through it, because there's some really good ones on here as well. I just want to know how everyone is getting on with their gold and silver, and how everyone is enjoying having these precious metals through your door each week. It's so, so important to have that. Now, perhaps you're thinking, silver sounds great, Mike. I know about those digital assets. I know about the technology that's going on. Maybe you've used them. Maybe you've just bought an electric car. Maybe, or you can see just how much silver is being consumed. And then you can look at the trend that way and see, is that being then mirrored this way as well? Which is so great. And if they're going in that sort of line together, what a fantastic place to start with the Wessex Mint, buying those silver bars in those wealth of beautiful designs coming straight to your door every single month. I'm going to love hearing about it over the course of our adventure together in 2026 and beyond, because gold and silver really have transitioned those governments. They've sat there, they've watched empires rise and fall, and we know how exciting, we know how important they've been to you as well. So please do let me know if you are Team Silver or Team Gold. Now, perhaps you're thinking, I'm going to go for gold, Mike. I love the look of it. I'm very comfortable with the fact that I can just sit and hold that and watch it grow in time. I love the designs. Or maybe you're just more traditional in your way of thinking, which is absolutely fantastic. Well, gold is a great place to start. Gold's absolutely amazing to have in the portfolio. If you look at the price of gold to where we are 12 months ago, 6 months ago, even to what we are now, we don't have to be industry experts to have a look at trends. And again, we don't need you to do all that. We're going to take all the hassle out of you, because you've got that price lock promise, meaning what the price you pay today is going to remain exactly the same. Should gold skyrocket again, you are paying the same price for the next 12 months. And that's so nice to have that in the back of your mind, knowing that you've got all that information, lovely safe, lovely and secure, physically tangible in your hand. That's what it looks like. I've shown you the maple leaf one again. I keep getting drawn to how beautiful that design is on there for you. And that's for 1/200th ounce gold bars coming to your door every single month, fully insured, fully guaranteed, all courtesy of the Wessex Mint. So we've just had another one go in the basket. I'm hoping that's because of gold. I'm hoping it was a Canadian maple leaf. Let me know if it was you. Let me know if you're Team Canada today. I can't think what the time would be in Canada. You're probably just getting up if it is, certainly, or it's very, very early in the morning. So hi guys, if you're from there. I've been to Vancouver. Wonderful, wonderful place. So yeah, if you've gone for that Canadian maple leaf, hi wherever you're listening as well, by the way, if you're on TikTok, if you're on the Facebook, if you're on Instagram, welcome to us. If you've just joined on there as well, we are almost out of time. We're just going through the fast final little bits today, going through that price lock promise, going through that buyback guarantee. It's all on the website for you to have a look at as well. If you do want some information on that, quickly grab me before we do go today. Let me know if you've made gold. Let me know if you've made silver as your financial planning decision for this year. I'd love to hear from you and how that's working. It's so important to me as a presenter and as someone that works for the Wessex Mint, really developing my skills and helping out as many questions as I can for you guys, because to me, I really want to provide that information. I want to be a real force for good. Earn your trust, earn your potential for the rest of this year, because I know together we're going to make some great financial decisions that are going to really force those lovely long-term saving habits that have been so popular. So if you want some more educational videos after that, we'll be restreaming this one for you, but have a look at the Wessex Mint Academy. It's got that absolute wealth of knowledge. You've got some great short, sharp questions answered on there. It's got loads and loads of informative guides built on our background and built on our knowledge. So do have a look through that. When you're ready and finally looking at that decision, pick the design you want in gold or in silver. Choose how many you're going to commit to every single month. Bearing in mind, you are in complete control of that. If you want to pause that delivery, if you want to cancel for any reason, don't have to even give us a reason. And also, if you want to increase or decrease the amount, please do that knowing you can make that decision fully safe, fully secure, delivered to your door every single month with that price lock promise. 6 months on the gold, 12 months on the silver, knowing you're going to represent the savings. If you go for the larger amounts, check out individually on there for me. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure having your company wherever you are in the world and whatever platform you've watched us on today. I'll be coming back later on answering some more questions as well. Went for 4 gold maple leaf bars with you. Look forward to seeing it live. Thank you. Lovely. Thank you guys. Really appreciate that. Great. Yeah, I love that. I love the maple leaf as well. Who knew? Who knew today someone would make a decision like that? Thank you so much. That means so much to me. I love talking to you guys. I will be back later on today for some more. If you have got any more questions in the meantime, drop me a line and we will talk it through together. Guys, it's been an absolute pleasure and I will speak to you soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.